the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles and themselves. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Man, I got you. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Get ready.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
On every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting. Up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6.
54. Mike, 54.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Hey, 73, 73.
56 to Mike, boys.
79 Broncos.
Hurts.
Let him know, let him know.
He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On first down, Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Me and you. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Carl Yeti. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Loose inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now Hurts changing up the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Again, that's Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A run by Dallas to start the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check 41. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 41. Mike.
Here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Smith. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. In your face.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Smith. Flush to his right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Wiggles free. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Walker not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try the air now with Smith on the move to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll fake it. Now Smith rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
Now Smith able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Walker with another carry. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
In motion right, Watkins.
Hey, I got one. Warrior 70.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike's 54. Dragon 60. 54.
Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. There he goes, left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll toss this out right to Walker. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And going right back to Walker. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith escaping the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
You don't want none. Get some.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
A give for Walker running right. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 26-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 50, it's Smith.
We gonna shut you down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 50 yards. yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Seahawks 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Penny. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the...
Back to throw here. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Silver.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So fly Eagles.